In March of 1975, musician Jim Sullivan left Los Angeles in his car and headed east. Telling people he wanted space, a reset, and maybe a new start in Nashville. He made it as far as New Mexico. Then the trail broke apart. Sullivan checked into a motel in Santa Rosa, spent the night there. And by the next day had left behind a sequence of facts that still refuses to arrange itself cleanly. His car was later found abandoned on a ranch road not far from the motel. Inside were his wallet, his clothes, his guitar, and other belongings a man planning to disappear forever would normally take or deliberately remove. Sullivan himself was gone. Searchers looked through the surrounding land and found no clear sign of injury. No body, and no explanation strong enough to end the case. Some theories say he walked away in confusion or distress, and died in the desert where no one found him. Others suggest foul play, robbery, or an encounter with someone he trusted briefly and fatally. The case also attracted a layer of almost mythic speculation, because Sullivan had recorded an album called UFO years before, and people could not resist drawing eerie lines between his artistic image and the fact of his disappearance. But the real story is stranger precisely because it is so ordinary in structure. A man traveling alone checked into a roadside motel, drove out into open country, and then vanished, despite leaving behind the objects that should have anchored him to the scene. What keeps Jim Sullivan in the long archive of desert mysteries is not a supernatural clue or a sensational police theory. It is the persistent emptiness around the final facts. There is a motel room, a car, a stretch of land, and a man whose route simply stops. As if the landscape accepted the record of his arrival, but never agreed to return the rest of the story.